The door that knocked back. The village of Adaran was known for two things: its peaceful nights and the old abandoned house at the edge of the forest. For over 20 years, nobody had lived in the house. The windows were broken, the garden had turned into a jungle, and the wooden door was covered with strange marks that no one could explain. The villagers said the house belonged to a man named Daniel Afalabi, a wealthy inventor who disappeared one stormy night and was never seen again. Some said he ran away. Others whispered that he discovered something dangerous in his experiments. But everyone agreed on one thing: nobody should enter the house after sunset. One rainy evening, 19-year-old David returned to Adaran after many years away. He had always been curious about the abandoned house, especially because his late grandfather used to tell him stories about it. "You can search the whole village," his grandfather once told him, "but never open that door. Some secrets are buried for a reason." Never understood what he meant, until the night he found the old key. While cleaning his grandfather's forgotten storage room, David discovered a small wooden box hidden beneath the floor. Inside was a rusty key and a folded piece of paper. The message was written in his grandfather's handwriting. "If you ever find this key, it means the truth is ready to be revealed. But remember, the house does not keep people out. It keeps something inside." David stared at the words for a long time. Then he looked toward the dark forest, the house. That night, curiosity defeated fear. David walked through the heavy rain toward the abandoned house. The closer he got, the colder the air became. The trees around him moved even though there was no wind. When he reached the door, he noticed something strange. The lock was already open. His heart began to race. Slowly, he pushed the door, creak. Inside, everything looked untouched. A layer of dust covered the furniture, but a candle on the table was still burning. Someone had been there. David stepped inside. He called, no answer. Then suddenly, knock, knock, knock. David froze. The sound came from upstairs. He slowly walked toward the staircase. Knock, knock, knock again. But this time he realized something terrifying. The knocking was not coming from a room. It was coming from inside the wall. David searched the house and found a hidden passage behind an old bookshelf. Inside was a small room filled with notebooks, photographs, and strange machines. On the table was a final journal belonging to Daniel Afalabi. David opened it. The first pages described inventions. The later pages became darker. "I've finally created a machine that can record memories from objects. The past does not disappear, it waits." David turned the page. Something went wrong. The machine does not only show memories, it attracts them. A cold shiver ran through him. He continued reading. "If anyone finds this journal, do not activate the machine. It will reveal the truth, but the truth comes with a price." Suddenly, the machine in the corner turned on by itself. The room filled with a strange blue light. The walls began showing images. David saw Daniel. He saw the night he disappeared. Daniel was not running away. He was standing in this same room, talking to someone standing behind him, someone who looked exactly like David. David stepped back in fear. How is that possible? The machine continued showing the memory. The younger version of David looked at Daniel and said, "You were never supposed to find this." Then the image disappeared. The machine shut down. Silence returned, until David heard a voice behind him, a whisper. "Now you know." David slowly turned around. Standing at the doorway was an old man wearing a wet coat. "Daniel Afalabi, alive, but impossible. You disappeared 20 years ago," David said. Daniel looked at him sadly. "I did not disappear," he replied. "I was trapped." "Trapped by what?" Daniel looked toward the machine. "By the future." Next morning, the villagers found the abandoned house completely empty. No David, no Daniel. Only one thing remained on the old wooden door, a new message carved into the wood. "The past has been opened. The future is waiting." From that day onward, whenever someone walked near the forest at night, they heard a strange sound coming from the old house. Not